Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. See my title below. This is on episode 4 of Keijo. It is back, and just like last time, I was super hyped up to see this episode because it was finally gonna be the battles. Over the first one, obviously, that I was super hyped up for. That they, right when it was getting good, they ended it. In the last episode is Miyata versus Rin, and I was super excited to see how this battle would go, see if Miyata's training was able to get her ahead and be able to beat one of the elite class students, because these are the elite students. They are really good. So I was also excited to see how these what is the difference between the elite class and the normal class. How much better are they? And wow, Rin was like literally super fast. No one could keep up with her. The other two girls that were in the group got taken out pretty damn fast. And for a while, it looked like Rin was just gonna wipe the floor at Miyata, though she then shows that she was actually acting all along, and she gets in a surprise hit. And you think, dang, so Miyata really can do this, right? Nope. Now Rin's going full on. Now that she's not gonna fall for any of those anymore. Full on cat ears come out. Speedy Gonzolos, we got Gatling gun, booty smacking against each other, and honestly, I love the sound effects. It's literally like a machine gun. It's like, it's like, and I was like, what the hell? It's a little crazy, every time I see these kind of things, I'm a little like, what the hell is this kind of stuff, but it's pretty crazy how intense and like action oriented these battles really do get, and like they have their special moves and everything, and it seems like at this point you're watching, you're like, wow, Miyata's training really did work out. On speed, she's on par. On reflexes, she's on par with Rin, and it looks to be that it's a very even battle until it turns out Miyata starts showing that she's out of breath. Aoba explains it and everything, or I think no, someone else explained it, and pretty much it turns out that the reason why is because she doesn't have the lung capacity. She is holding her breath to be able to do these kind of moves, to be able to, every time she does these speedy moves, she's holding her breath. And the reason why Rin can beat her is because she has a greater lung capacity. She practices that. Miyata, you should have known that. Like when you're practicing, you should have like seen that you're being out of breath and try and control and create have a stronger lung capacity. That's obviously why Rin is the fastest in Western Japan, like she says, because not only does she practice her speed and reflexes, but she trains herself to expand her lung capacity, and that's why throughout this battle she is just destroying Miyata. And you think, what's gonna happen? I'm over here like, wait, Miyata was training all along. She came up with something crazy towards the end of the last episode. She has to have some type of clutch move coming in. How is she gonna come in clutch right at the end? And she's waiting, she's looking at the time, 30 seconds she says. I'm like, what the hell does 30 seconds mean? That's the time limit. Are you just gonna try and hold out against her? No. Instead, she decides to grab her bathing suit and just wedge that thing up her butt crack. And I'm like, okay. She calls it W acceleration, though I know that it's actually K acceleration in the the source material, but obviously the subs say W acceleration. But it's pretty much like, yeah, she wedges it up her butt, and because of that, Aoba has like a whole explanation to which we get to see her butt as well. And Aoba's got a nice butt. I will say she's got the nicest butt there. Sure, Miyata's got a nice butt too, but Aoba, thank you for showing us and explaining how doing that gives her more speed, because at this point all of a sudden Miyata's like a dang. It's like, I love the sound effects too, honestly. When these battle happens, when the sound effects for their special moves, it's literally crazy. You got machine guns, and then you have like a glitching kind of thing where she's like super fast, like, and just like, she's just way faster than Rin cannot keep up. And even when they go at the same time and collide, Rin is on the back foot. Her power is not on par with Miyata, and Miyata just literally destroys her and takes her out, knocks her into the pool, and she ends up winning, to which it was honestly a huge surprise. No one expected her. The rest of the elite class did not expect Rin to be able to, actually lose and Miyata to actually win. And it turns out that all Miyata's, hard work really did pay off. Though, now that, Rin knows that's not going to work every time, but it is pretty cool to see how another crazy damn move that we have in this arsenal. We have the damn, Nozumi, her move that she's been practicing that makes like air slashes. We have, in the opening, like I talked about, Aoba with her Gate of Babylon kind of thing. And then now we have this, wedgie up your butt acceleration move, and she's super fast, and she was able to take out one of the elites. It's pretty crazy. And I'm wondering, like, it doesn't show because there's still, Nozumi's got to go up against her challenge in the next one. But if they win this, do they immediately go to the elite class? I'm not too sure how that works, though I hope that it doesn't, because I'm sad of what happens later on. I'll talk about that after, but let's talk about the next battle, which is, honestly, it definitely was not as hyped and crazy action oriented as the last one, but it's pretty much, it's Nan's turn. She's going against, her group's got like literally all the beefy, bulky girls, and they go against each other, and the elite class one, like, tenses up, and her butt just like, and I'm just like, oh, what the hell is that? That's honestly kind of gross. And her butt pretty much turns to like steel, and she's like able to just repel one girl away, and she even uses it as a weapon, or like it's not just a defense, it's also a damn spear like weapon, hits them and takes out both girls. So now there's only one girl, Nan, to which she is scared. She doesn't know what she's gonna do, and the girl comes rushing at her, and all of a sudden, boing, and it's just like Nan's ass just like it just pretty much absorbs the whole attack and bounces it, reflects it back at her, and the other girl just goes into the water. Thus Nan ended up winning because of her super soft booty. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, Aoba's still my favorite girl, but I would not mind. Here comes that perverted side. Come on, don't even act. You were thinking, man, those must be really soft, and to just like, I wouldn't mind just laying on them, touching them, Yeah, that's wrong. But like, seriously, like, what the hell? It literally absorbs. We have steel like butt that is scary coming up over here, and she just absorbs it with her soft booty and just reflects it back at her. Thus Nan ended up winning. It was such a weird battle, because it was one of those that like, oh my gosh, what's she gonna do? We haven't seen Nan really do anything. We've seen Miyata training, we've seen Nozumi training, we've even seen Aoba touching all the other girls' butts, collecting data, but we haven't seen Nan really anything from her training on what she's planning to do. And it's kind of like she won, but it was kind of a like lucky kind of fluke kind of thing. Sure, it turned out her booty was so soft that she was able to reflect her, but she obviously did not expect that was going to happen. She was like, huh, what happened? Like, she did not expect she actually won, but overall it was still pretty funny to see that happen. Like, what the hell? Soft booty beats hard booty, so it doesn't matter if your booty's like steel. If you got a booty so soft that it just absorbs the whole thing, that's the winner right there. And then we get the next battle. This one I was really sad, because you guys know that I don't know if actually I've said that, but Aoba so far is my favorite girl. She's my favorite girl. I love her so far the most, and we got to see her nice booty before this, and I was so hyped to see if we would get to like the opening, get to see the Gate of Babylon move that she has, to which she doesn't end up using, which was kind of sad. But it was just cool to see how she's like she has a strategical side in comparison to the other girls. Like, she's able to command the other girls, actually talking now, not just using her hair kind of thing, but tell the girls what to do, since she collected all the data, including Mio's, to which Mio everyone was saying that she is the best. She's the #1 girl in the school. She's like a prodigy. She's unbeaten pretty much. And it looks like she's just going to destroy Aoba when Aoba goes rushing in, but Aoba has a whole plan, and she starts communicating with all the other girls. She knows the ins and outs. She knows exactly what Mio's going to do, and it's like, holy crap, Aoba's going to win this. She's going to be the #1 student. Of course, 3-on-1, but still, they have her cornered. What could they possibly do? And this was something I was always wondering. I always wondered, they always showed an emphasis on the booty. And, there's nothing wrong with the booty. I like a butt as well. I like those. They have some nice asses in this show. I will admit it. But they never really showed as much with the Oppai. Here and there, we see some Oppai moves, but we never really see an emphasis on the Oppai moves. And this one, we finally do get to see. And, yeah, it's a damn... Mio is against the corner. She's literally, there's nowhere else for her to run. They've cornered her. They're gonna beat her. And if they just like rushed in and attacked her, they would have won. But instead, they start getting mesmerized. We have damn Oppai Hypnosis. She uses her boobs, her Oppai, to start swaying back and forth. And right there I was like, and they're like, oh my, what's happening? I'm like, oh my gosh, no ways. Is she like using hypnosis with her dang Oppai? I mean, they're pretty damn nice and big, but are you kidding me? And she ends up beating them like that. They're like just mesmerized, and she just goes there, boom, knocks them both down into the water, and that was it. It was GG. Mio showed that she was the number 1 student and won. Though I don't really know. Maybe she has other moves as well, but I feel like she was gone if they didn't, focus on her boobs and they just rushed in and attacked, they would have won. But though we don't really know, because she is the number 1 student, so there is, a possibility that she has some other crazy moves. This time we got to see the Oppai, the Oppai hypnosis move, which is pretty damn crazy, and she ends up winning like that. But who knows, she might have another move that she could have used, but right there and then the Oppai hypnosis ended up winning the day. And it was kind of sad, because that means that Aoba was the only girl that ended up losing in this episode. And I was kind of sad, because like I said, she's my favorite character. Miyato was able to win. Non was even able to win, even if it was just like kind of fluky. And then I expected Aoba to win and use her Gate of Babylon thing, and instead she loses by getting hypnosis by a damn Oppai. What the hell, man? It was kind of sad. I was like, oh man, really? Are you kidding me? But yeah, that was pretty much the end of the episode. The end of the episode showed that there's only one girl left, obviously, that is Nozomi, and we get to see her go against one of the girls that we have no information really about. Though it did show for a brief moment, though I don't know if that was a dream or something else, because she wasn't wearing her outfit thing on, but she was running like, it's coming for me, and it was like the girl was just like going around the thing like it was about to hit her, and that was the end of the episode. I was like, what? It was like to be continued. I'm just like, oh, okay, that should be an interesting one for the next one. I can't wait to see if Nozomi in that outfit was able to train and be good enough to be able to beat her opponent as well, or will we have 2 people lose, 2 people win? And like I said, is it to the point where one girl does has a different, if they win, do they get to go to the elite class, and lose if they don't? Or is there some other thing? I'm not too sure yet about that. They'll probably explain that in the next episode after the battle between Nozomi, which I am definitely hyped for, because the first battle was pretty damn crazy. Second one, not so much, but it was still pretty funny and like, what the hell. Third one was definitely pretty crazy, and I was definitely hyped up. Sad that what happened, but come on, boob. Oppai hypnosis wins the day in this one. But I cannot wait to see what crazy shit they have for the next episode, because literally this one had full of crazy superpower like Oppai booty smacking moves, and I cannot wait to see the next one. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, give a like, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.